Hi guys, how's everyone doing? So today we are moving on from what we were doing the last day. The last day we were looking at the key signatures, and then we looked at the chords in the key of C major. So we're moving on today to look at the chords that are in the key of G major. Now, if you recall the sentence we use for our chords, we use the sentence, cool grannies drive fast blue buses. And we've already done C major for cool. So we're now moving on to G major, which is G for grannies. And in G major, there's one sharp, which is an F sharp. Okay, so if you're drawing your sharp, you want it to look like it's being cut in half by the top line, which is the line for F. Okay, and we're going to start by drawing our scale. Now remember, the key signature is named after the first note in the scale. So if we're doing G major, that means the first note is going to be a G. So we're going to draw our G here, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G up at the top. Okay, so let's plan out our chords like we did the last day. Okay, so we draw our treble clef. We write out our Roman numerals, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now remember, we don't do number 3 and we don't do number 7 because we don't really use them when we're writing our songs. We only really use 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're going to start on number 1, and number 1 will always start on the first note of the chord, the first note of the scale, which is G. Okay, so let's draw our little scale along the side here to help us. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, so we're starting on G. And we know that we don't make chords by using the 3 notes one on top of the other. We always skip one note. So from G, we're going to skip up to B and we're going to skip up to D. So it's going to be G, B, and D, and we have our little snowman. So if number 1 is G, that means number 2 is going to be A. A, skip 1 onto C, skip 1 onto E. So let's write our letter names here. And one thing that you should always notice is that when you're using lowercase letters, like the 2 and the 6, we always put an M after the chord because it means it's a minor chord. Okay, just something to notice every time we do a key signature. When we have lowercase numbers like the 2 and the 6, because there's dots on them, we're going to write a M after it. So we're moving on. We've done A. B is for number 3, which we're not using, so we're going to go on to C. So C, skip a note, E, skip a note, G. Okay. Then we're on to number 5, which is 1 up, which is D, and we're going to come down here for D. D, skip 1 F, skip 1 A. And then on to number 6, which is E. E, skip 1 G, skip 1 B. And remember, we're putting our little M next to the minor chords, which are the ones that are in lowercase, 2 and 6. Okay, so let's just go through them in our little chord bank. So we're going to quickly draw our chord bank here. Okay, and we're going to have the chords of 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we know that they are the chords of, from up here, G, A minor, C, D, and E minor. And all we have to do is write out what the notes are in each chord. Okay, really, really simple. So in the chord of G major, we have a G, a B, and a D. In A, we have an A, a C, and an E. In C, we have a C, an E, and a G. In D, we have a D, an F sharp, and an A. And in E, we have an E, a G, and a B. And that's it. That's all your chords that you need to know for the key of G major. Okay, so what I want you to do is write these down in your copybook and make sure that you keep revising the key signatures from the first day, which was the first day after Easter last week, and the chords in C major. Okay, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all